So I've had quite a few people asking me about Awakening Musa at Hex Sanctuary, and can you make a rotation for it? Let's go over that today. What up, what up? I am Crimson, and just to let you guys know, this isn't pointing anybody out. This isn't like that kind of thing. This is actually something I was interested in. I haven't tried grinding at Hex Sanctuary since I was 289 AP, so I was wondering if it would make a difference with higher gear. Spent about 45 minutes the other day trying to come up with a specific rotation for Hex, starting with some sort of basis for maybe an infinite combo and awakening, and then trying to stem off on that and add other skills. It was interesting. I learned some things. But before we go into that, I won't hold you guys up. This is the result that I got. 12,596 trash. And you're probably thinking, hey, that's not too bad. Not too shabby at all. I think I got like 6-ish despairs, around 200 of each blackstone. Getting a few more despairs would obviously bump it up a little bit, but look at this. Made 530 mil. And that was me tryharding. Like I was so dialed in and focused. Anytime I had my T3 add-on up, bro, I was just spamming it. Now I will admit that my drop rate in all the Calpheon Elvia spots is trash. I never get a lot of despairs from me personally. I've had one or two here and there where I've gotten like 10. I think one time I got like 18 at Hex during the 100% drop rate, but otherwise than that, I have not seen that many. Lining this all up with the average on Garmoth as my reference, it seems okay, right? It seems not bad. But let me show you what I used to actually get this. I was fully decked out. Everything. I had an elixir rotation, I had perfume, I had church, I had all the drop rate buffs I could possibly have. I was around 250% drop rate. It's not like I did this once and it was done. No, I did like 3-4 hours of this. This was my best hour. And here's the kicker. It's on yellow. That's right, yellow loot scroll. So verdict, it is trash. It is so bad. The things that I've learned is you know, there are some points where it felt okay to actually grind this place with Musa. The new PvE iframes with Musa are actually pretty nice for survivability here. The only time my damage ever felt good is when I piled on Z buff and E buff, and it felt okay. Felt like I was actually chunking at the mobs a bit and I was able to do some damage. 530 mil for a 720 gear score player at any high-end spot. Unacceptable. Especially with Kratuga right now. If you guys don't know about the buffs in Kratuga, that shit is busted. Went there with a seasonal character and I made 550 mil. Casually, easy. I just threw on some Tavala and went for it. But enough of that negativity. What does Musa need to fix this to make it more competitive? Well, the first thing is Musa cannot have an infinite rotation. I can tell you that. The timings are all off. We don't have enough skills in awakening and pre-awakening to be able to sustain it and have good damage. I was using literally every skill in the awakening kit along with like 3 other skills in pre-awakening. Still wasn't enough timing wise. And to add to that, it just doesn't have enough damage because it's all front loaded in pretty much 2 skills. We don't have enough sustained damage either because our other skills are also lacking damage. And I'm trying not to do cross comparing with more meta classes, but I think doing it a little bit is okay in terms of PvE. A lot of what I noticed is the numbers are actually not too far apart, usually within 100 to 200% on each skill. The main difference I see is actually the multiplier, the modifier on skills. Our tier 3 add-on Crust Crusher is the only thing that feels like it does decent damage, and hey, look at that. It has some of our highest modifiers and highest damage on it. That skill actually feels decent at Hex. Again, I'm not asking for PvP buffs because Musa is in a pretty good state right now. Simply increase the modifiers and a little bit of damage here and there on certain skills, then just simply reduce it back down accordingly for the PvP damage. I'm not asking for meta. I'm asking for decent. A 15 to 20% gain on damage for the class would be great. Granted, a balance to our class in a way is Suck Musa because it is really good at high-end PvE. But I am more on the line of, especially in PvE, that your class, your spec shouldn't matter and you should have a good overall average to do what you want, aka grind circles efficiently. And don't get me wrong, I am actually not a huge fan of Suck. It is actually very boring to me, but that's just me. I'm just simply trying to remain as objective as possible. Currently, there is no way to make Awakening Musa good at high-end spots. Thank you all for listening to my TED Talk and my little bit of debrief on what I think the state is of Awakening Musa. At least at the high end only, because lower end, mid-tier Musa is fairly good. This may be a hot take, but I'm actually okay with my class not being good at everything. That's why I have a tag. If you guys enjoyed my little rant, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. I'd hell appreciate that. Hope you all have a solid rest of your day. Crimson out.